I'll call this August 26th City Council meeting to order. If you would, please rise as Pastor Jesse Emerson comes and gives us an invocation, and then our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Councilmember Ham.
As we bow our heads, let's go to the Lord in prayer today. Dear Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, we come to you today. We give you honor and praise, for you alone are worthy of all our praise. You are the source of all that is good. You're the source of all of our blessings. And thank you, Lord, for every good and perfect gift that comes from you. We thank you for the opportunity to come and gather together this day. We ask for your hand of blessing on this meeting tonight. We ask that you would guide and direct our meeting so that it is full of wisdom, productivity, as well as respect for one another. Thank you for helping us to accomplish our work and our goals this day. We ask your blessings on the people who have been called to lead the community in which we live and work, play. Help them as leaders to not just ask only how do we fix it, but how do we need to learn and what do we need to learn? How might we need to change, and what do we need to listen to? Remind us, because we all may forget at times, especially in the busyness and noisiness of what goes on in our world today, that we're not leaders only, but also servants. It's our responsibility to serve in the common good for all. Help us today to remember that no matter where we live, everyone is our neighbor. And that throughout the ages, prophets have called the leaders of the people to respect and protect the least of those among us, even our children, the elderly, poor, and those who might be hungry and even forgotten. But grant us today the wisdom and courage to know, to do what is right and good and true. May we speak out when it is time to speak out, and listen patiently and respectfully when it is time to listen. And may we always be guided by the spirit of the community, the spirit of justice, the spirit of love, unity, and harmony. Grant these our leaders today the strength of Samson, the wisdom of Solomon, the patience of Job, the faith of Abraham, the integrity of Daniel and Esther, and the courage of David. This we pray in the only saving name, the almighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Frank Baptist.
Present.
Jocelyn Cash.
Present.
Evelyn Reed.
Here.
Bill Donner.
Here.
Jeff Morrow.
Here.
Judd Hart.
Present.
James Hertzfield.
Here.
Steve Lee.
Here.
Jeff Ham.
Here.
There will be 9 present.
We have 9 present for tonight's meeting. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from July the 22nd?
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second for minutes to be approved for July 22nd. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, what about the approval for the minutes for August the 6th?
Motion to approve. Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, minutes have been approved. This time we'll ask Miss Michelle Gibson to come forward for a 20-year award.
Michelle Gibson was born in Benton, is the daughter of Bill and Carolyn Boone of Benton and the late Gary Gibson of Benton. Michelle has one brother, Tracy of Benton. She graduated from Harmony Grove High School and Ouachita Technical College. Michelle started her career with the Benton Police Department in the Records Division in 1999 and transferred to the Chief's Office in 2005. Michelle also works at Saline County Safe Haven as an advocate since 2012, and she is a superstar consultant with Cincy. Michelle enjoys reading, going to flea markets, traveling, and spending time with friends and family.
Keep that smile going.
I will. we did.
22nd, yeah, Do we have
Well, it is accepting the end of year financials that were presented at the last meeting. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. Do we have a motion to accept the city's treasury report that was presented the last meeting?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. All right. All right, we'll begin with the committee reports and motions. Councilmember Cash, do you have anything for us?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion for the first reading of ordinance number 61 of 2019.
Second.
Ordinance number 61, 2019. Ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the general fund is adopted. Ordinance 1 of 2019, accepting the sale proceeds from auctioned items, authorizing the purchase of police vehicles for the police department, declaring emergency and for other purposes. Whereas the city council adopted the 2019 general fund budget, ordinance 1 of 2019, and whereas the city council needs to amend the 2019 general fund budget to account for the net proceeds from the sale of auctioned items previously authorized by the city council and to appropriate these funds for the purchase of police vehicles and equipment as set forth in Exhibit 1 to this ordinance. Now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas. Section 1, pursuant to the authority granted in ACA Section 1458-202 and 1458-203, the City Council does hereby amend the fiscal year 2019 City of Benton budget as adopted in Ordinance 1 of 2019. The revised expenditures for the operations of the city are attached hereto as Exhibit 1 to this ordinance and more fully described therein. The adoption of this amendment shall be deemed as appropriation pursuant to the foregoing statutes as well as any other applicable ordinance of the city. Section 2, the police chief is hereby authorized to purchase police vehicles and equipment with these sales proceeds. Section 4 is hereby found and determined there is immediate need to amend the budget to appropriate funds as set forth herein. Therefore, emergency exists, and this ordinance is necessary for the preservation of public peace, health, and safety. It shall be in full force and effect immediately from and after its passage and approval.
All right, we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council? All right, Councilmember Cash, you have it.
Yes, I make a motion to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for the second and third reading. Please take a vote.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsfield,
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
All right, Councilmember Cash, do you have anything else?
Yes, I make a motion to adopt ordinance number 61 of 2019 by title only.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 61 of 2019 by the reading of the title only.
Ordinance number 61, 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the general funds, adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, accepting the sales proceeds from the auctioned items, authorizing the purchase of police vehicles for the police department, declaring emergency and for other purposes.
All right, any comments from the public? Comments from the council? All right, please take a vote.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsfield,
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash,
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes. I make a motion to pass the emergency clause.
We have a motion and a second to pass the emergency clause.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsfield,
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
All right, ordinance number 61 of 2019 is duly passed. Councilmember Cash, anything else?
Yes. I make a motion to adopt resolution number 63 of 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt resolution number 63 of 2019. Please read it.
Resolution 63, 2019, resolution authorizing the mayor and the chief of police to apply for grant funding through the Edward Byron Memorial Justice Assistant Grant Program and for other purposes. Whereas the chief of police, Scotty Hodges, is requesting that the city council authorize the city to apply for a grant with Edward Byron Memorial Justice Assistant Grant Program for the purpose of securing funding for certain purchases of computers and any related equipment for the police department. And whereas the city council wishes to authorize the mayor and chief of police to apply for such grant funding, and therefore be it resolved by the city council of the city of Benton, Arkansas, Section 1. The city council does hereby authorize the mayor and the chief of police to make an application with the Edward Byron Memorial Justice Assistant Grant Program for the purposes stated herein. The mayor, chief of police, city clerk, and the city attorney are all authorized and directed to execute any document which may be necessary or convenient to fulfill the purposes of this resolution.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please take a vote.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
All right, resolution number 63 of 2019 has duly passed. Councilmember Cash?
Yes.
anything?
I make a motion for the first reading of ordinance number 62 of 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the first reading of ordinance 62 of 2019.
Ordinance number 62 of 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the general fund is adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, authorizing the purchase of additional equipment for the fire department, declaring an emergency, and for other purposes. Whereas the city council adopted the 2019 general fund budget, ordinance 1 of 2019, and whereas the city council needs to amend the 2019 general fund budget to appropriate funds for the purchase of additional equipment for the fire department as set forth in Exhibit 1 to this ordinance. Therefore, be it ordained by the city council of the city of Benton, Arkansas, Section 1, pursuant to the authority granted in ACA Section 1458-202 and 1458-203, the city council does hereby amend the fiscal year 2019 city of Benton budget as adopted in ordinance 1 of 2019. The revised expenditures for the operations of the city are attached here to as Exhibit 1 to this ordinance, more fully described therein. The adoption of this amendment shall be deemed as appropriation pursuant to the foregoing statutes as well as any other applicable ordinance of the city. Section 2 is hereby found and determined there is immediate need to amend the budget to appropriate funds as set forth herein. Therefore, emergency exists, and this ordinance is necessary for the preservation of the public peace, health, and safety. It shall be in full force and effect immediately from and after its passage and approval.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council?
I make a motion to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules. Please take a vote.
James Hurtsfield,
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
Councilmember Cash?
I make a motion to adopt ordinance number 63 of 2019 by title only.
62.
Second.
It's 62, isn't it?
Yeah, 62.
62.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 62 of 2019 by the reading of the title only.
Ordinance number 62 of 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the general funds, adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, authorizing the purchase of additional equipment for the fire department, declaring an emergency, and for other purposes.
All right, any comments from the public? Comments from the council?
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
I make a motion to adopt the emergency clause.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt the emergency clause.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsfield, Steve Lee.
Yes.
All right, ordinance number 62 of 2019, along with the emergency clause, duly passed. Councilmember Cash, anything?
I make a motion for the first reading of ordinance number 63 of 2019.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for the first reading of ordinance number 63 of 2019.
Ordinance number 63 of 2019, an ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the Animal Control Fund is adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, transferring money from the general fund to the Animal Control Fund, declaring emergency and for the purposes. Whereas the City Council adopted the 2019 Animal Control Fund budget in ordinance 1 of 2019, and whereas the City Council needs to amend the 2019 Animal Control Fund budget in order to transfer funds from the general fund to the Animal Control Fund in order to appropriate funds for certain repairs to the animal control facilities as set forth in Exhibit 1 to this ordinance. Now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas, Section 1, pursuant to the authority granted in ACA Section 1458-202 and 1458-203, the City Council does hereby amend the fiscal year 2019 City of Benton budget as adopted in Ordinance 1 of 2019. The revised expenditures for the operations of the city are attached hereto as Exhibit 1 to this ordinance and more fully described therein. The adoption of this amendment shall be deemed as appropriation pursuant to the foregoing statutes as well as any other applicable ordinance of the city. Section 2 is hereby found and determined there is immediate need to amend the budget to appropriate funds as set forth herein, therefore emergency exists, and this ordinance is necessary for the preservation of the public peace, health, and safety. It shall be in full force and effect immediately from and after its passage and approval.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council?
I make a motion to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
Councilmember Cash?
I make a motion to adopt ordinance number 63 of 2019 by title, with readings by title only.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 63 of 2019 by reading the ordinance by title only.
Ordinance number 63 of 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the Animal Control Fund is adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, transferring money from the general fund to the Animal Control Fund, declaring emergency and for other purposes.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please take a vote.
Jocelyn Cash,
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
I make a motion to pass the emergency clause.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to pass ordinance number 63 of 2019 by the emergency clause.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Jocelyn Cash.
Yes.
Ordinance number 63 of 2019 and the emergency clause is duly passed. Councilmember Cash, anything else?
Yes. I make a motion for the first reading of ordinance number 64 of 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the first reading of ordinance number 64, 2019. Please read it.
Ordinance number 64, 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the Special Projects Fund is adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, authorizing the early principal payment on the Alcoa Road loan, declaring emergency and for the purposes. Whereas the City Council adopted the 2019 City of Benton budget, ordinance 1 of 2019, and whereas the City Council needs to amend the 2019 Special Projects Fund budget to appropriate funds for the early principal payment on the Alcoa Road loan as set forth in Exhibit 1 to this ordinance. For be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas, Section 1, pursuant to the authority granted in ACA Section 1458-202 and 1458-203, the City Council does hereby amend the fiscal year 2019 City of Benton budget as adopted in Ordinance 1 of 2019. The revised expenditures for the operations of the city are attached here to as Exhibit 1 to this ordinance more fully described therein. The adoption of this amendment shall be deemed as appropriation pursuant to the foregoing statutes as well as any other applicable ordinance of the city. Section 2 is hereby found and determined there is immediate need to amend the budget to appropriate funds as set forth herein. Therefore, emergency exists, and this ordinance is necessary for the preservation of the public peace, health, and safety. It shall be in full force and effect immediately from and after its passage and approval.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council?
We need a motion to suspend the rules.
I make a motion to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash,
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Councilmember Cash.
I make a motion to adopt ordinance number 64 of 2019 for the readings by title only.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 64, 2019 by the reading of title only for the second and third reading.
Ordinance number 64, 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the Special Projects Fund is adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, authorizing the early principal payment on the Alcoa Road loan, declaring emergency and for other purposes.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please take a vote.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsville.
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Will Donner.
Yes.
All right, anything further?
I make a motion to pass the emergency clause.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to pass the emergency clause.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsville.
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
All right, ordinance number 64, 2019 has duly passed. Councilmember Cash, do you have anything else?
That is all. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. All right, community service, Councilmember Reed.
Yes, sir. Have a motion to appoint A&P Commissioner.
Second.
Who is it?
I think you need to state who you want to appoint.
Okay, motion to appoint Councilmember Steve Lee as City Council liaison to the A&P Commission.
All right, we have a motion and a second to appoint Councilmember Steve Lee as the city council liaison to the A&P Commission.
James Hurtsville,
Yes.
Steve Lee. You can vote.
You can vote for yourself,
Yeah.
Steve. Don't feel bad, it's okay.
Yes.
He ain't gonna make you feel bad.
Well, I got to thinking when we put the committees together, everybody votes for themselves because everybody votes.
Mhm, okay. Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
All right, Councilmember Lee, you have a new job as liaison to the A&P Commission. All right, Councilmember Reed, anything else?
Yes, sir. Make a motion for the first reading of ordinance 65 of 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the first reading of ordinance number 65 of 2019. Please read it.
Ordinance number 65 of 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the general fund is adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, accepting grant funds from AARP, authorizing the use of the grant funds, declaring emergency and for other purposes. Whereas the City Council adopted the 2019 general fund budget ordinance 1 of 2019, and whereas the City Council needs to amend the 2019 general fund budget to accept grant funds from AARP for the design and purchase of artistic crosswalks and signage in the downtown area set forth in Exhibit 1 to this ordinance. Now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas, Section 1, pursuant to the authority granted in SEA Section 1458-202 and 1458-203, the City Council does hereby amend the fiscal year 2019 City of Benton budget as adopted in Ordinance 1 of 2019. The revised expenditures for the operations of the city are attached here to as Exhibit 1 to this ordinance and are more fully described therein. The adoption of this amendment shall be deemed as appropriation pursuant to the foregoing statutes as well as any other applicable ordinance of the city. Section 2 is hereby found and determined there is immediate need to amend the budget to appropriate funds as set forth herein. Therefore, emergency exists, and this ordinance is necessary for the preservation of public peace, health, and safety. It shall be in full force and effect immediately from and after its passage and approval.
All right, any comments from the public? Comments from the council?
Motion to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Steve Lee,
Yes.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash,
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
Yes.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow,
Yes.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hurtsville.
Yes.
Motion to adopt ordinance 65 on the second and third reading by title only.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 65, 2019 by the reading of the title only.
Ordinance number 65 of 2019, ordinance amending the 2019 budget for the general fund is adopting ordinance 1 of 2019, accepting grant funds from AARP, authorizing the use of the grant funds, declaring emergency and for other purposes.
Any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please take a vote.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Councilman-
Motion to adopt the emergency clause.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt the emergency clause.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
All right, ordinance number 65 of 2019, an emergency clause is duly passed. Councilmember Reed, do you have anything else?
Yes, sir. Motion for the first reading of ordinance 66 of 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the first reading of ordinance number 66 of 2019. Please read it.
Ordinance number 66 of 2019, ordinance annexing certain property into the corporate limits of the city of Benton, Saline County, Arkansas, declaring emergency and for other purposes. Whereas Exit 114 Properties LLC, who owns 100% of certain property within Saline County, which is contiguous to the Benton city limits, filed a petition with Saline County Court requesting that it be allowed to annex into the city. And whereas the County Court of Saline County on or about June the 18th, 2019, in case number CC 2019-9, entered a decree authorizing the annexation and releasing the property from the county. And whereas more than 30 days has expired since entry of said decree, and the city of Benton desires to accept said property into the city, now therefore being ordained by the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas. Section 1, the property hereinafter described is hereby annexed and made a part of the City of Benton, Saline County, Arkansas, more fully described as follows to wit. And you'll have a legal description attached as Exhibit A. Section 2, said property shall be zoned as C3 commercial. Section 3, because of the need to accept the property in this annexation, which will be of a benefit to the local economy and the tax base of the city. An emergency is hereby declared, and this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval. The effective date of the annexation shall be September the 1st, 2019.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council?
Motion to suspend the rules for the second and third reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for the second and third reading. Please take a vote.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
Motion to adopt ordinance 66 on the second and third reading by title only.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 66 of 2019 by the reading of title only.
Ordinance number 66 of 2019, ordinance annexing certain property into the corporate limits of the city of Benton, Saline County, Arkansas, declaring emergency and for other purposes.
All right, any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please take a vote.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Motion to adopt the emergency clause.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt the emergency clause.
Evelyn Reed.
Yes.
Bill Donner.
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
Judd Hart.
Yes.
James Hurtsfield.
Yes.
Steve Lee.
Yes.
Jeff Ham.
Yes.
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Joshua Cash.
Yes.
All right, ordinance number 66 of 2019 has duly passed. Councilmember Reed, do you have anything else?
Yes, sir. Make a motion to adopt resolution 64 of 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt resolution number 64 of 2019. Please read it.
Resolution 64, 2019, a resolution authorizing the city attorney to file lawsuits in Saline County Circuit Court seeking to abate public nuisances located at 4 properties inside the Benton city limits and for other purposes. Whereas the City Council of the City of Benton has been presented with photographs of the conditions of each of the properties listed below, which are attached as Exhibit 1 to this ordinance. And whereas the City Council finds that the conditions at these properties are unsightly and pose a significant risk to the public health, safety, and welfare, and in particular to the neighbors who live in the vicinity of each such property. And whereas the City Council finds and declares that these properties are a nuisance to the public which should be abated. And whereas it has been determined that the best course of action for the city is to direct the city attorney to file suit against each property owner, owners, anyone who maintains an interest in the property, and ask the Saline County Circuit Court to also find that the property conditions constitute a public nuisance which should be abated. Now therefore be it resolved by City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas, that Section 1, for the reasons stated above, the city attorney is hereby authorized to bring a cause of action in the Saline County Circuit Court seeking a court order to abate a public nuisance located at the following addresses in Benton. Address 619 Gertrude, property owner S River Investment, parcel number 800-11061-000. 2219 South Neely, Kimberly Brooks, parcel number 805-22582-000. 2303 South Neely, Kimberly Brooks, parcel number 805-22582-016. 404 Second Street, Mark Carter, parcel numbers 800-67807-000.
All right, any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please take a vote.
Bill Donner?
Yes.
Jeff Morrow?
Yes.
Judd Hart?
Yes.
James Hurtsfield? Steve Lee?
Yes.
Jeff Ham?
Yes.
Frank Baptist?
Yes.
Joshua Cash?
Yes.
Evelyn Reed?
Yes.
All right, resolution number 64, 2019 has duly passed. Councilmember Reed, do you have anything else?
No, sir, other than the Community Service Committee will meet September the 3rd, 6 p.m.
September 3rd at 6 p.m. Thank you. All right, Councilmember Ham, do you have anything from street and drainage for us?
No, Mayor, nothing to report this time.
Thank you, sir. All right, Councilmember Donner, do you have something from personnel?
Yes, sir. I have resolution number 65 of 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the reading and passing of resolution number 65 of 2019.
Resolution 65 of 2019, a resolution ratifying and confirming the appointment of Steve Brown to fill the vacancy in Benton City Council position Ward 1, position 2, and for other purposes. Whereas the City Council determined that the vacancy which exists in Ward 1, position 2 shall be filled by appointment. And whereas after advertising the position, conducting interviews of potential candidates to fill the vacancy and determining their qualifications to hold office, the City Council desires to appoint Steve Brown to fill the unexpired term of Council Member Carrie Murphy. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas. Section 1, the City Council does hereby ratify and confirm as a member of the Benton City Council Steve Brown, who shall serve the citizens of Benton as the representative of Ward 1, position 2.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please take a vote.
Jeff Morrow?
Yes.
Judd Hart?
Yes.
James Hurtsfield?
Yes.
Steve Lee?
Yes.
Jeff Ham?
Yes.
Frank Baptist?
Yes.
Joshua Cash?
Yes.
Evelyn Reed?
Yes.
Bill Donner?
Yes.
All right.
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. All right, Councilmember Hart, anything from Parks?
Yes, Mayor, I got one resolution. I make a motion to pass resolution 66 of 2019.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to pass resolution 66 of 2019. Please read it.
Resolution 66 of 2019, a resolution authorizing the city to enter into a contract with the Central Arkansas Development Council for space for the Senior Adult Center and for other purposes. Whereas the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas, and the Central Arkansas Development Council entered into a program agreement for providing services to the senior adults in Benton, which expires at the end of 2019. And whereas it's been determined this agreement needs to be extended to allow the continued usage of the Senior Adult Center located in Riverside Park. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Benton, Arkansas, that Section 1, the Mayor and City Clerk hereby authorized to execute on behalf of the City of Benton the program agreement with the Central Arkansas Development Council for fiscal years 2020 through 2022. This contract addendum is attached hereto as Exhibit 1 is incorporated now by reference as if stated word for word.
All right, do we have any comments from the public? Comments from the council? Please state your name when you get up here.
My name is Miss Patricia Ashley, and I live in Benton, Arkansas. I have a request of this council, and Alderman Cash, I would like for you to sponsor the resolution that I'm going to ask the city for, and I hope that Evelyn would be willing to work with it as well. The request I have of the council is to, we have an African-American community in Benton, and it's been here since 1904. Property was purchased. It became, in 1907, it was platted. It has been a thriving community. It still stands. It's a community of families that have children and grandchildren, and it's been established. And people over there are property owners, and they've always been able to buy property. And I'm asking this council if they would recognize the history that the African-American community has in this city, and to recognize it in the celebrations of the city in terms of what they celebrate as celebrating the African-American in the city of Benton, having had been here more than 100 years. And Coach, Mayor, I'd like your help on this, because we have African-American young men over there, and they get stigmatized because, you know, as a coach, they have to know how to follow the rules. They play hard for their coaches, and they play hard for their schools, and there's a lot of good history there. And I would like to also see that the neighborhood not be referred as a bad part of town. So if Alderman Cash would be, it would really, in the celebration of Benton, we can celebrate the history of that community that has been the place where African Americans have lived from 1907 up until present. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more comments from the public? Comments from the council on resolution number 66 of 2019? If not, please take a vote.
Judd Hart,
Yes.
James Hertzfield,
Yes.
Steve Lee,
Sorry, I missed what we voted on.
Resolution number 66 of 2019.
Jeff Ham,
Yes.
Frank Baptist,
Yes.
Joshua Cash,
Yes.
Evelyn Reed,
I'm going to abstain from voting since I'm an employee of Central Arkansas Development Council.
Bill Donner,
Yes.
Jeff Morrow.
Yes.
All right, resolution number 66 of 2019 is duly passed. Anything else?
No, Mayor, I have nothing else.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Hurstfield, do you have a report from Public Utilities Commission?
I do not have a report. I need a copy of the report, the minutes from last meeting. That's what I have.
Thank you, sir, because there's a lot of good information in that handout that you've given us. All right, Councilmember Baptist, anything from the A&P Commission that Steve Lee will be serving on from here on out?
Yes, I have a short report for you this evening. Report that the Event Center Director reported there were 17 events held this past month, and there were a total of 6,585 attendees. In addition, a reserve or savings fund was established, and $190,000 was moved to a CD at the Bank of Ozarks. In addition to that, Jerry James reported the net income for the event center for January through July is $142,616.29. And finally, we reported that the 2019 A&P receipts showed an increase of 9% over June of 2018. That's all I have.
Thank you for that positive report. That says things are going well with them. All right, do we have any unfinished business? All right, any new business? Old business? Any more public comments? Any comments from the public in addition? All right, from the council? I'd like to just tell you tomorrow at noon, there'll be a big luncheon. Everyone's invited. It's free at the event center to promote the Salt Bowl. I will say that I want to thank Chief Hodges and the Bryant Police Department and all the others for making sure that the game is going to be secured. There are going to be over 85 officers from different organizations there to protect the citizens of both towns. So I appreciate the work you've done in that, and the meetings you attended, and the plans that have gone forth to make that happen. So do we have anything else?
One comment, Alan.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to recognize the fact that the third Thursday this month was fantastic. The attendance was just phenomenal. There were a lot of special events held, and I think everyone who went to the event was just had nothing but praise to say about it. So I'm just glad we have it and glad that it's continuing on.
Well, thank you, and I think Miss Tina's got some more special things for the next third Thursday. It'll be here before we know it, so some kind of band's coming in here. So if there's nothing else, to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, it sounded unanimous. Thank you.